This has become a holiday tradition now, where I disappoint you the entire year, and then Christmas rolls around, I'm like, let's do some half-baked Christmas no pun intended, half-baked holiday. Why is it always, it's the last time was gingerbread cookies, the time before it was cupcakes. This year, we made, gingerbread cupcake. Look, guys, apparently I'm not that creative. And then we did some peppermint frosting and some white chocolate filling. I'm not gonna bore you with this is the ingredient for this and this is the ingredient for that. I am going to tell you a wonderful, festive holiday story about Hugo the Christmas Hedgehog. Yes. There was once a little hedgehog named Hugo who felt completely confused at Christmas time. While all the animals in the forest were busy, squirrels were mastering the art of acorn stacking, rabbits were hosting their annual carrot carving contest, Hugo had no idea what to do. He loved Christmas, but he didn't have any real talents, except for being really good at rolling into a spiky ball when he was startled. One snowy evening, Hugo found himself under a big, glittery tree in the forest when a delicious smell floated by. It was gingerbread. His little stomach grumbled, and he decided to follow the scent. He ended up at a cottage window where he saw gingerbread cookies cooling on the sill. Hugo's eyes sparkled. He had never baked before, but how hard could it really be? So off he went on an adventure to gather ingredients from the forest. First, he found a patch of honeycombs dripping with gooey honey, which he decided was perfect for cupcakes. Then he rolled around in a pile of fallen cinnamon sticks and added a sprinkle of dirt because, well, it seemed festive. Finally, he stumbled upon an old sock hanging on a branch, which he assumed was flour, though it might have been something else entirely. With a proud smile, Hugo mixed it all together. After some very questionable baking, Hugo emerged with a batch of gingerbread cupcakes, each one slightly squashed, mostly crooked, and topped with frosting made from melted snow and a dash of the weird glitter he found on the ground. Perfect, Hugo declared, despite the questionable smell. But what to do with them? Then it hit him. He could deliver them as Christmas gifts. Hugo grabbed his cupcakes and scampered around the village, leaving them under the pillows of the children who lived there. Along with the cupcakes, he tucked in strange gifts he found during his travels. A spoon he found by the river, a shiny rock that looked suspiciously like a gumdrop, a rubber boot he found on a tree stump, and a sock with a hole in it, which may or may not have been the one he used for flour. The next morning, the children woke up and found their surprise gifts. They were bewildered, to say the least. One girl stared at the rubber boot and said, "This is the best Christmas present ever." Another boy found the sock and immediately tried to wear it on his head. But they all loved their gingerbread cupcakes, even though they were a bit lumpy and tasted like cinnamon dirt. Hugo watched from behind a bush, snickering to himself. For the first time ever, he felt like he had a purpose: to spread absurd, silly joy to the world. Every Christmas after that, Hugo baked more cupcakes, left even weirder gifts like a half-eaten carrot, an empty jar, a pine cone with googly eyes, and made sure to bring laughter and confusion to every child he could find. And that, Hugo decided, was the best Christmas tradition ever. So I hope you enjoyed this year's disappointment and the story about Hugo the Christmas Hedgehog. Hope you guys had a happy holiday, and I will see you, as always, hopefully sooner rather than later, in the next one.